Hello everyone! Today I will be taking you with me through a guided tour of the Concorde. Be sure to buckle up for this amazing ride.
Like the cabin except for the first front seat. He's gonna play with the armrest for window shades.
I was asked to not record the tour, but I did manage to get an audio recording instead. I will play the best bits of the tour, while I play videos of the Concorde related to what is being talked about.
During its time in operation, it was the fastest commercial plane ever flying. Now, a lot of people always ask, why was Concorde so special? Well, it was capable of crossing the Atlantic in half the time it would take a traditional airliner by cruising at twice the speed of sound, or Mach 2. By the late 50s, France and Britain are now going to be working on an idea of an SST, or supersonic transport. Only 20 were built. It's a split down the middle. 7 go to British Airways and 7 go to Air France. In total, 14 are now going to be in use for commercial flights. The other 6 will be used for flight training as well as spare parts. A one-way ticket would run you between $5,000 and $7,000. By the early 2000s, a round-trip ticket would run you between $12,000 and $20,000. When it gets to the runway, it's going to look a little different from all the other planes. And what do I mean by different? Well, it's going to look bent and broken in the front, and that's because of the droop snoot nose. The forward nose section will come down 5 degrees, taking off at a speed of 250 miles an hour. 4 Rolls-Royce Olympus engines used on Concorde. They were military-grade engines. Concorde was the only non-military commercial airliner to have these type of engines built into it. It'll cruise at Mach 2. Now, here in the cabin, how do you know you're traveling that fast? That's going to be displayed on the instrument on my right and my left. Whenever the Queen rode on Concorde, her favorite seat to sit in was seat 1A. Sitting next to her would have been Princess Diana. Alpha Delta here logged over 8,000 flights of its own, making it the most flown airframe in the fleet. It's also special because it made the famous record-breaking transatlantic flight back in 1996, getting from JFK to London Heathrow in exactly 2 hours, 52 minutes, and 59 seconds, with time to spare, and still holding that flight record even till today. Now, the New York to London route was a popular business route, and it was a big advantage for British Airways. The amount of time that Concorde actually saved made it that much more valuable for frequent flyers to actually fly on it. Concorde had such a successful service, why did it stop flying? There was a series of events that led up to it not flying anymore, and one of those events was in July of 2000, when Air France Concorde Flight 4590 unfortunately crashed 11 minutes after takeoff at Charles de Gaulle in Paris. It was floated up the Hudson, where it arrived here at the Intrepid Museum as a permanent exhibit. Currently, Boom Technology is working on developing the Boom Overture, which will be a little bit more sleeker than Concorde, a little smaller than Concorde. It's going to fly at Mach 1.7, carry up to 60 to 84 passengers, and fly at 49 to 62,000 feet as well. Now get the opportunity to go up into the flight deck and view that area. Hope you're enjoying your time here at the Intrepid Museum.